So obviously I was myself a lifelong liberal. And so I always voted Democrat, and I did it pretty thoughtlessly too. I mean, even if I didn't know who the candidate was or whatever, just I would go in and check anything with a D next to it, basically. Because I'm gay, and because the messaging and the marketing, I think, of the Democrats and the liberal media and the whole, leftist machine is that, Republicans are the party of greedy, self-interested, straight white people, and Democrats are the only people who care about marginalized communities in this country, like black people, brown people, LGBT people, etc. And so I sort of thoughtlessly considered myself a liberal. And so suddenly it became, Trump's a racist, Trump's a bigot, Trump's a homophobe, Trump's a monster, and so are his followers. And so we have to eliminate this guy. That's what I think they were going with. And now Trump wants to reverse your rights as a gay person. He wants to send black people back to Africa. Pence wants to throw us all into concentration camps in Pennsylvania and shock us all straight. Part of me wanted to punish his base for voting for him. So I kind of went on this journey to try to understand why would anybody vote for somebody who's so terrible? Like, yes, Republicans are obviously the worst people in the world. But I started kind of researching it. And in January of 2017, right around the time he was about to take office, I posted something on social media that ended up changing my life forever. And I posted that I would never be able to understand how anyone could vote for a man who was capable of standing before a cheering crowd and mocking a reporter's disability, right? Like, what happened to the decency and the soul and the humanity of middle America? Like, what is wrong with you guys? On Facebook, this woman named Diane, hi Diane Beck, she reached out to me privately, and she just said, look, I'm not trying to start anything with you. Like, I'm not, because we'd had a lot of fights. I'm just asking, have you seen this? And she sent me a link to a YouTube video entitled Debunking That Trump Mocked the Disabled Reporter. For me, it's not just a moment, it's the moment that changed my life. It's a compilation video showing Donald Trump in certain circumstances, even before he was running for president, but it's a compilation of 6, 7, 8 times when he did that exact same voice and gesture as he did at that rally, which is basically like,
and he goes, with his arm.
Then he's flailing. Yeah, he's flailing. But in every single circumstance, he's imitating somebody who's flailing because they were caught in a lie, right, or doing something shady or doing something dishonest. But on that day, he happened to be doing it, imitating somebody who really did have a disability. The media knew. I mean, they covered every rally that he did. And he's done this numerous times at his rallies, and the exact same voice and gesture. Yep. But what they did was they freeze framed when his arm was like this, and they threw it up on the television screen with a banner that said, Trump mocks disabled reporter.
Yep.
And I thought it was one of the most shocking, sickening things I'd ever seen in my entire life. And for me, it should have ended there. Why would anyone be willing to vote for somebody who would make fun of a disabled person in front of thousands of cheering people? My brain was going, oh my God, I don't think he mocked that reporter's disability. Yeah. And my heart was going, yeah, but we hate him. We hate him. And I don't want to see something that makes it harder for me to hate him. And so I watched it 3 times in a row, and I couldn't make sense of it. And I woke up the next day, and I opened my computer, and I watched it again first thing, and it was like crystal clear. He didn't mock a reporter's disability. But this presented an even bigger conundrum for me, because if he didn't mock a reporter's disability, why did CNN tell me that he did?
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
And what else didn't he do? Oh, no.
He didn't call all Mexicans rapists. He didn't create a Muslim ban.
Yes.
So that's what started this disconnect for me, that, oh my God, there's something wrong here. And so I started kind of researching, how often does this happen? Like, what other things have they lied about?
Every day.
Yeah.
Everything.
And I found, I talk about this one a lot because I found this really interesting footage but it was a group of black people who had gone to a Trump rally to support him. And when they got there, they situated themselves in the seats, and then CNN moved the camera so that they wouldn't be in the shot. Uh-huh. And they said they were outside of after the rally was over, they were being interviewed by people, and they were like, CNN just completely moved the camera when we sat down in front of them, because God forbid people would see black people supporting Trump. That shatters the white supremacist narrative, right?